Always nice when you accidentally delete a video, isn't it? But if you go to warframe.com, click on continue to warframe.com, ignore the silly message at the side, unless you are going to sign up for that, and then in which case it's a quick link, and under game is this new little option called updates. There is an entire forum post about this, so well, it's a news post about this, not a forum post. And in here, well, they basically announced warframe.com/updates. What does it mean going forward? Does this mean the forums are going away? No. Going to touch on that one straight away. The updates will still be updated in the forums every time there is an update. It seems weird to do this just before a big update, like 30.5 that is coming very, very soon. Don't know if it's this week. I'm going to say probably not, because they would have announced something by now. I would say hopefully next week. It needs to come sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, you can go here and they list every single update and all of the little patches that come with it. So, wow. It's been nearly a month since 30.3 dropped. 30.5, on the other hand, was end of last week. I've already mentioned there's going to be no more hotfixes or updates until 30.5 actually drops. But I have looked all over the place many times for information on previous updates, when they come out and things like that. And I usually use, shameless plug, my own website, because basically since, let's go down to here and here. Yeah, I've basically done a video for every single update there is. Not hotfixes, I don't cover every hotfix, but all the updates. I've pretty much made a video for every single one of them. Well, it wasn't really 6.5. I think the first one I did was actually update 7 itself. I was playing prior, but it wasn't really an update video that I did that for. I just had started playing Warframe, and they changed absolutely everything with update 7. The mod system changed from what it was to near enough what it is now. Everything changed in update 7. It became, I really don't want to say much better, because I hadn't been playing it long enough to make an opinion on things like that. But yeah, you can go back and you can say things like, oh, don't stop scrolling. Oh, when did update 1 actually come to Warframe? October 2012. So this game is actually turning 9 years old this October, even though it turned 8 in March. The reasoning for this is, well, just literally been there, right there. In update 7, that's when it kind of came out of beta, which is what the 8-year celebration is for. 9 years this coming March, when it came out of beta. You can look that up and it gives you the exact date. I have been looking for this as a reference point for years, but searching through the forums can be a nightmare. I just look over our past videos for it. But it's all in here. Like, oh, when were dojos added? Well, dojos were added May 2013. Wow. That is actually a long, long time ago. I still have some of the original rooms from dojos. And yeah, one of the big things that made Warframe what it was is, well, it's in here somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right there. That one sentence right there. In update 8, they brought 20 plus new weapons added in this update. You have to also remember, most of those were inside of Tenno labs, the dojo labs. So there's the infested lab, the corpus, the bio lab, and the energy lab. I've probably butchered those names. The corpus lab, the Grenier lab, and the infested lab. Because the infested lab is actually called the bio lab. And the weapons were all kind of hidden in there. But yeah, for a game that was based around constant updates, since 2018, hasn't gone that well. But Yeah, I have talked to this about many people before. They did mention it back in, and it's great because we can actually go to the reference points for this because they did it. Where are you? Ah, right there. When Update 27 launched on the 13th of December 2019. Before this, they were talking about doing possible monthly updates, adding new missions and content and everything else to Railjack. I would love at this point to turn around and say Digital Extreme dropped the ball on this. There was lots of other problems and everything kind of didn't work out. But let's be honest, by the time we get to this point... Oh, wait. It would be Scarlet Spear. That Scarlet Spear that dropped about that time. By the time we got to Scarlet Spear dropping, which was March, everything had already gone completely to pot worldwide. Okay, I can't find Orphix Venom because apparently it was 29.6. And you will notice a bit of a lack of anything from 29.3 up until update 30. They're kind of missing a few things from here. So not everything is in here, but most of it is in here. But Operation Orphix Venom was a ton of fun. But it's a nice reference point to everything, when everything was added. If we go to update 5... that is then, so it has to be somewhere inside of... Yes, it's got to be there. Yes. This, back in Valentine's Day 2013, if we go down to the first hotfix, there it is. The original appearance of the Bratton Vandal. One of the first, actually I think it was the first Vandal weapon. It was only available for that weekend. It was 1 credit in the marketplace, and once it was gone for years and years and years. And there was many talks about bringing it back. It is now available in the game. It drops in parts in the game, and you can rebuild it. But it was so long ago. By far one of the best reference points for when an update comes out, when your favorite frames were added, when quests came out. Wow, okay. Update 18, it was one of those kind of updates. It got to 18.4 and then they just stopped and started naming them instead of numbering them. And update 18, oh wow, the second dream was 6 years ago. Well, here's hoping on July 17th when TennoCon happens, they do announce what they were talking about announcing, which... well, is in line with a certain quest that is on the screen at the moment. Well, more in line with this quest than anything else. And the thing that's the slap in the face on that one, that was 5 years ago. Well, 4.5 years ago. And we're still waiting for the conclusion to this. The new war, which has been teased. There's been a lot of other things about. Well, hopefully, July 17th, there will be more news on that. They've kind of teased that that's what they may be talking about, but haven't confirmed a thing. So, I think we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.